Yes, hello once again, and thanks for retuning to Classic Dirt Bike TV here on YouTube, and a quick hello to all the brand new subscribers who have just recently signed up to my channel. I do hope that you find something in here to amuse you with regards looking at these old style motocross scramblers. Now, although I'm retired, this YouTube Classic Dirt Bike TV channel certainly takes up quite a chunk of my time at the moment, and it feels like I'm back to work full time when I'm compiling these videos and doing my YouTube stuff. But once again, thanks for all your appreciation of my channel, and of course for your loyalty. Now, coming up next, we're going to go back to the Telford Classic Dirt Bike Show. Now, this lovely trio of four-stroke thumpers were a set of machines that I came across in one of the halls at the Telford Classic Dirt Bike Show in 2022. So what we're going to do now is have a closer look at these bikes. So let's just dive straight into the video and take a look at this lovely trio of 570cc Husqvarna four-strokers. Well, so I expect that if you're a fan of Husqvarnas and these big bore four-strokers in particular, then I can imagine that this trio of twin shockers will appeal to you. And as I said, I came across these three big beauties while I was at the 2022 Telford Classic Dirt Bike Show recently, and these bikes, of course, aren't your ordinary run-of-the-mill four-banger Husqvarnas, because these particular Huskies here are bristling with the latest Husqvarna parts, with many of them being supplied by the bike's builders, H.V.A Factory, who, as you know, are among one of the biggest suppliers of period-correct parts for your old twin-shock Huskies. Although basically all three of these bikes were manufactured for the American Twinshock racing team of Doug Dubach, John Dowd and Mike Brown, who were the pilots of these bikes when they raced them at the 2021 Vets MXDN event that was held at the historic Farleigh Castle racetrack in that year. Now, the bikes were all meticulously hand-built by the skillful hands of the guys at H.V.A Factory in Newton Abbot and Devon in the UK, and when it comes to doing anything with regards these type of four-strokes or even two-stroke Husqvarnas, they are reputed to be the past masters, and there's certainly not much that these guys don't know about preparing or building twin-shock Husky machines. Now, if, unlike me, you were lucky enough to have attended that Vets MXDN event at Farleigh Castle in 2021, then the chances are that you'll have already seen how quick these bikes were on the track when they were being ridden by those aforementioned American legends. So in this video here, we'll just take a closer look at some of the components included in their construction. And so as we begin with the bike's chassis, now these handmade steel frames are all manufactured from T45 steel tubing, and all of these frames have been TIG welded before eventually then being lacquered rather than having been painted in the standard Husky white. Now, the bike's motors, as far as I'm aware, are from the later bottom ends of the 2000 model Huskies, which, as I remember, would have been a water-cooled engine, and the motor cylinder and cylinder head are, of course, air-cooled special German-made items that have been upgraded with beryllium copper valve seats and modified TC Husqvarna camshafts. But essentially, these 570cc power plants are just upgraded and bored out versions of the older 510 TC four-stroke Huskies. Now the gearboxes on all three bikes are 4-speed units because you're never going to need any more gears with the 60 or so horsepower that these bad boys were throwing out, and the motor's exhaust system again is a custom made stainless steel unit that starts with the two header pipes that come out of that twin port cylinder head and then snake their way around the left hand side of the engine, and of course eventually then bolt on to this very nice stainless steel tailpipe at the rear. But this complete exhaust system is super trick and very high quality. Now the carburetors that are fitted to all three of these bikes are brand new 41mm key in FCR hot start items, which are connected to H.V.A's very own factory made airboxes with funnel web air filters sitting inside them, although I didn't actually manage to get a close-up view of those parts on the day, as you can see. Although it's suffice to say that if you like your 4-stroke dirt bikes to be big and powerful, then rest assured these massive H.V.A 570s have more than enough grunt to satisfy even the craziest of power-mad motocross junkies. And so as we move on to the front end of our 570 Huskies, we have a pair of 45mm Marzocchi Magnum suspension units, and these forks are fitted with H.V.A's very own special batch of alloy sliders inside, which are fitted not only as an upgrade but just to try and keep the period look of the Twinshock machine. Now when it comes to the bike's wheels, these gold anodized ACR Talon alloy rims have been relaced with heavy duty spokes and then fixed onto a Talon hub and front brake, and again it's all heavy duty and well engineered, and not to mention that it still looks great with that black and gold combination. Now once again at the rear end of our H.V.A's, these piggyback shocks are again custom made in Germany by Wilbur Suspensions, which H.V.A then make modifications to the top body of the shock just in order to make sure that the piggyback reservoir part of the unit doesn't foul the bike's side panels. Although these units again are top quality suspension systems, and as you'd expect they do have quite a large scope for making adjustments to the rebound and damping, and they're also very highly tunable and are easily dismantled for any internal tuning or maintenance. But once again, and as you'd expect, because these 570s were all built for the American Twinshock racing team, all three bikes had personalised graphics fixed on the fuel tanks, and as I said at that Farleigh Castle Vets MXDN event in 2021, all three bikes were ridden by Doug Dubach, Mike Brown and of course John the Junkyard Dog Dowd. Once more at the business end of our Husky threesome, more top quality race parts here with Renthal handlebars, Magura alloy clutch and brake levers, and of course that all important engine kill switch as well. Now these grip covers are a very nice touch, which I expect are another Husky item available from H.V.A. Oh, and by the way, all three of these bikes are for sale, so maybe if you have some spare cash lying around and you'd like to own a piece of Farleigh Castle racing history, then just give Andy Elliott a call at H.V.A Factory to see if he could do a deal on one of these awesome machines. Or even better still, why not just go absolutely mad and buy all three. Although there's certainly no escaping the fact that these are indeed a trio of extraordinary four-stroke motocrossers, and as I said, I never personally had the chance to witness these bikes in action when they were racing their way around the hallowed grounds of Farleigh Castle in 2021, but if you were there, then you'll know exactly how quick these 570s were when those American racing legends were sat astride these three beauties. But without doubt, all three of these bikes were hugely popular with the hundreds of people who attended the show over the course of the 2 days. But if you do need any more details about these machines and you think you may be interested in one of them, then this is the man to speak to, Andy Elliott at H.V.A Factory, who is also a very good contact if you're needing brand new parts to put your old Twinshock Husky back on the racetrack. Well, I do hope you appreciate that walk around those lovely trio of four-stroke Husqvarna thumpers. That was, of course, a set of bikes that were built by the guys at H.V.A Factory for the American racing team at Farleigh Castle in 2021. And the riders, of course, for those bikes were Doug Dubach, Mike Brown, and John, the Junkyard Dog, Dowd. Right, so when we come back to my next video posting here on my channel, we'll be taking a look at this quite rare 1980 250 CCM. Now, this is a bike that I've posted already on my channel some years ago, but it's such a rare bike that we're going to take another look at this machine, because this particular bike was quite a pivotal period in CCM's history when they were using these Italian two-stroke Hyro motors in their CCM frame. So we'll take a look at that bike when we return for my next video posting. But until then, of course, everybody out there, continue to be safe and well when you're riding those old vintage dirt bikes, and I hope to see you back here again very soon to talk about more of this old school scrambling stuff right here on your #1 and favourite Classic Dirt Bike TV channel.